Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Snakes and Sandwiches by Sanabas, or Sanabas. I'm not sure how you put the accent there. Here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in each cell, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell regions, which are boxes here. Also, every clue outside the grid does multiple things. It is a standard sandwich clue, where the number indicates the sum of the digits between 1 and 9 in its row or column. Actually, I think they're all columns. So this would say that the sum of the digits between the 1 and 9 in column 5 is 16. And it matches on both sides, which is a good thing. That would also mean this column, the digits that are between 1 and 9 sum to 7. And that's an example of how sandwich clues work. We also have a diagonal sandwich, where the number indicates the sum of the digits between 1 and 9 on the indicated diagonal. So on this diagonal, that's interesting. The digits would have to sum up to 16. If there are multiple 1s or 9s on the diagonal, then the clue is referring to the largest possible sandwich on the diagonal. So, for example, if you had here, say you had multiple 1s and 9s here. Say you had a 9 here and a 1 here, but you also had a 9 in here. It would be referring to the digits in between this 1 and 9, which would be these digits. So this diagonal would be, instead of being just these two, it would be these 4, because it looks at the largest sandwich possible. Similarly, if there was a 1 here, it wouldn't just be between these two, it would be between these two digits here. So that's how diagonal sandwiches work. And it is the head of a multiple snake, where the digits on the snake sum to a multiple of the clue. Okay, so the digits on this snake sum to a multiple of this clue, whatever it is. Right, yeah, so this is 0. So obviously a multiple of 0 would have to only be 0. So therefore the snake is 0 in length and therefore doesn't have it. But the sum of this snake must be a multiple of 16. So it's either 16, 32, 48, 64, etc., etc. This is a multiple of 30. This is a multiple of 7. This is a multiple of 16 that this adds up to. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so this one threw me for a loop because if there was... this has to have 2 digits in between the sandwich. So this must be a sandwich clue. And this must be a sandwich clue. So these are, well, these could be. And in fact, they have to be, because you have 2 unique digits adding up to 16. The only possibility here is 7 and 9. So this has to be a sandwich clue. We'll mark those as red. And this has to be, sorry, this has to be a crust, and this has to be a crust. So this is 1 or 9, and this is 1 or 9 here. What else do we know? So this is 7 and 9 here. One of these is 7, the other is 9. This must add up to 10. Do we have anything else? No, not particularly. This adds up to 7 in between. So it could be 3 digits in between, or 2 digits in between, or 1. But the problem is if it's 1, it cannot be 1 here, right? We don't. Okay. What can this add up to? It could add up to 7. Actually, it cannot add up to 7. If it added up to 7, one of these would have to be 1 and 2. The other one would have to be 1 and 3. And all of them see 3. So there's no possibility this could be 1, 2, and 1, 3. Could add up to 14, 21, 28, 35 even. That's a lot. Maybe that's not the best approach. Oh, this is 16 also. So these 2 digits must be the crust, and they have 2 digits adding up to 16, which must be 7 and 9. Excuse me. So here we have a 7-9 pair in column 2 and column 3, which eliminates 7 and 9 in the rest of the columns. So 7 cannot be either of these. So it can't be... We know 9 has to be one of these 3. Either this is 9 and it's next to 1 and 1, or this is 9 and it's next to 1 and 1. Either way, the rest of the column cannot be crust. So we'll mark these as not in crust. This has to be crust, and this is crust. So the rest of column 1s and 4s does not have crust. So these are not crust, these are not crust, these are not crust. So this is 1 and 9, this is 1 or 9. This is not crust. If this is... So since this can't be crust, this can't be crust either, right? Because if this were crust, it would have to have a digit in between, and therefore it would not add up to 0. So this is not crust. This could be crust still. These could be crust. We're not sure. This can't be crust. So either this is crust with this, or this is crust with this. And there has to be a digit in between the crusts. So this is definitely a crust. So this is 1 or 9. Either this is crust, which makes this a 7, and this is crust. Sorry, this is not... Okay, this can't be crust because we have 2 crusts in the box. So this is ruled out. Therefore, the crust must be here. And this must be 7. So this is 7. This has to be 1. Next to 7 or 9. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 9. That makes this 7, which makes that 9, which makes that 7. This is crust then, and this must be a difference of 0. So that means, sorry, a sum of 0 between the digits in between. So therefore, this is crust also. So this is 1. This is 9. These are not crust. This has to be between 1 and 9. So this is 9, which makes this 1, which makes this 9, which makes this 1. These are not crust. This is crust, so this can't be crust here. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 9. We have a 9 here. 1 cannot be here or here. Actually, 1 could be there, but that would be 2 digits adding up to 30, which is not allowed. Even if they're unique, you don't even have a 9 possible in either, so this cannot be crust, so this can't be 1. This can't even be a 1, so that's not a crust. None of these could be crusts here. This can't be crust here. So this must be the crust here. And we have 4 digits adding up to 30 here. This is a 1 because it has to be between 1 and 9. So none of these are crusts. This adds up to 16. 1 cannot be here, and 9 can't be there, so this is not a crust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot have 5 digits without a 1 adding up to 16, because the minimum would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 20. So this has to be a crust, and it is the 1. The rest of the column cannot be crust. We need a 1 left. 1 cannot be here in column. Actually, we need a 1 and a 9. 9 cannot be here. 9 cannot be here. 9 can't be here. So 9's one of these two. We're not sure which. This can't be a crust. This can't be 1 or 9, so that can't be a crust either. This is 30. You can have... How many digits required to have between 30? It's 5, right? 4, 5, 6, and 7. Sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 adds up to 30. You can't have a 9 in between, obviously. So it has to be at least 5. So it's one of these two, and then one of these two. If it's here, it's a 9. So these cannot be crusts. It could be all of them, right? So it could be 9 and 1. If this is a crust, 9, it cannot be with a 1 here because of the 1 in the row. So it would have to be all of these if that's the case. If this is 9 here, this could not be 1, so it has to be all of those. So these are not crusts, therefore, actually it has to be 5. So since it's 5, it has to be all those. So this is 4 through 8. These cannot be 4 because of the 4 in the box. This has to be a 2, 3 pair here. And since it can't be 3 because of the 3 in the row, this must be 2. This is 3. That's 3 in the corner. We're celebrate because we know we're getting close to solving it. This is 9. This is 1. These cannot be crusts. Neither can these. This adds up to 13 without 9, so it cannot be 4, 9. It could be 5, 8, or 6, 7. This can't be 7, so this can't be 6. This adds up to a multiple of 7. So we have... Where is the last 9 in row 2? Or not the last 9, but the 9 in row 2 cannot be here because of the 9 in the box. Can't be here because of the 9 in the box. This is a 4. Can't be here because of the 9 in the column. So this has to be a 9. So this is 9, which eliminates crust from the rest of the row because we already have a 1. Where's the last 1? It has to be here. So this is a crust here. Therefore, these can't be crusts. These can't be crusts because we have 2 already there. We need a 9. 9 in column 8 cannot be here. It has to be here. So this is 9, which means this can't be 9. This is 9. So this is crust. Crust. This can't be, obviously, and this is not, which leaves this as a 1. Okay. We should have all the 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We should have all the 9s also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The remaining digits in row 8 are 4, 5, 6, and 8. Okay, so this adds up to 10 already. This already adds up to 14 at the minimum. Oh, this can't be 4 even. It adds up to 15 at the minimum. So it must be at least 21, or it could be 28. So either these add up to 11. Okay, so what are the possibilities for this cell? It's 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 also. Okay. Wait. Yeah. You cannot add up to 28 because these two add up to 10, which would force these to add up to 18, and we can't have two 9s here. So it must add up to 11, which is 20. So this must add up to a total of 21, which is a multiple of 7. 21 minus 10 is 11, so these two add up to 11. Therefore, I think they have to be, it cannot be 2, 9, 3, 8, 4, 7. It has to be 5 and 6. So this is 5 and 6. They both see this cell, so this can't be 5 or 6 because these have to be different digits here. This adds up to 30 here. That's 4 digits without a 9 being any of them. Can this ever be 5? 5 and 8 would add up to 13, plus 8 and 8 at maximum, which is 16, which is 29. So this cannot be 5. So this is 6, 7, or 8, because this is at maximum is 16 here. So this has to be at least 14. So it's 6 and 8. This can't be 7 because of this. This could be 7, but this can't be 7. So this is at minimum. Sorry, at maximum it's 15. So these two must add up to at least 15. This can't be 7, therefore this is always 8, because it would be 7 or 8 here, and this is 7 or 8. This can't be 7 because of the 7 in the box, so this is 8, which means this can't be 8. This is 4. This can't be 8. This is 5 or 6. This is 16, so this must add up to 14 here. So this is 6 and 8 here. 7 is in between the 1 and 9 here, so this is 7. This has to be a 2 because this can't be 5 or 6 here. Actually, this has to be 5 and 8, adding up to 13 plus the 3, so this is 5, which makes this 6, which makes that 5. This can't be 4 or 5, this is 6, a pair. What digit does that have to be? It cannot, we have 3, 4, and 6 remaining, and this can't be, these two can't be 3, so this is a 4, 6 pair. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 6, this is 4, this is 3 then. Okay, so we've got, I think we've got all the sandwiches resolved. 0, this is 16, 8, 5, and 3 add up to 16. This is 16, this is 7, and this is 30. This can't be 7 or 8 because of the 7, 8 in the row. This can't be 8. This can't be 6. So this is technically resolved. Diagonals. We have 1 and 9 next to each other. That works. 16, that's done. 16, that's done. 30 is done. And 7 is done. Okay, so all the diagonals are done. So now it's just multiples of the snakes. Okay, we already did this one. This is 21. This must be a multiple of 30. This is a 7, 8 pair here. What are the remaining digits in column 8? Actually, what are the remaining digits in row 9? We have 2, 4, and 5. Column 8 can be 3, 7, 8. Column 6 is 2, 3, and 5. Column 4 is 3, 4, 5, and 8. And these can't be 8 because of the 8 in the box. So 8 has to be one of these two. Rest of column 5 is 2, 4, 6, and 7. Not 8. 2, 4, 6, 7. This can't be 4, 7. This can't be 6 or 7. This is a multiple of 16. Well, we have 16 here, we have 16 here. So these must add up to a multiple of 16 for 3 digits. You can't have 32 because 3 digits can never add up to 32. So it has to be 16, which means this is 6, and these two must add up to 10 then. 4 cannot add up with a 6 because there's no 6 possible, so this must be 2 and 8. So this is 2 and 8, which eliminates 2 here. This can't be 8, and it can't be 4 either because of the 4 in the row. So this should add up to 48, I believe. 16 plus 16 plus 16 is 48. So this snake is done, this snake is done, this 16 snake is done, this is not done, and this is definitely not done. Okay. What do we have here? We have 10, 9, 19 plus 7. So it's 26 plus 10 is 36. So we need another 24 at least, or 54. Right? We have 9, 1, 7, 1, 6, and 2. 17 plus 9 is 26. This must add up to a multiple of 30. It can't be just 4. It's too large already with this 7. So it must... Wait. Yeah, I think 26. So it must add up to 30. Can't add up to 30 because there's too many digits. Could add up to 60. That's 34. Can it ever add up to 90? 90 minus 26. I don't think so. 90 minus 26 is 64. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 50 at that's 40 at most with 4 8s, and this even can't be 8. So it must add up to 60 for this snake. So that's 60 minus 26 is 34. So these add up to 34. This has to be 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 34 with, and we know this is at least 15, at most 15 here. This is at most 11. So this is at most 15. This is at most 11. 15 plus 11 is 26. 34 minus 26 is 8. So this is the maximum value, and it's the maximum amounts. So this has to be a 7, 8 pair here. This must be an 8 here. This has to be 5 and 6. And this is a 7, 8 pair, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the column. So this is 3. This can't be 5 here, so this must be 3. This must be 2. This has to be a 4, 6, 4, 7 pair here. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 3. Neither of these can be 3. This is a 4, 5 pair. So this is done, and it adds up to 60, right? We have 2, 6, 1, which is 9, plus 8, plus 7, that's 24. Plus 1 and 9, 10 is 44. Plus 5 and 6. Wait. Hold up. 6, 2, 1, 9, 8, 24, 34, Oh, 45. 45. And then we have 15 here, which adds up to 60. Okay. And now okay, this 8 eliminates 8 here. So this is 7, which makes this 8, which makes this 7. Therefore, 7 cannot be here. 8 cannot be here because of the 8 in the row. The 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 4 and 7. Where is the 3 in box 6? Can't be here, can't be here, so it must be here. This cannot be 8. So this is 4, 5, 6, and 7 as possibilities. This is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. But 7 cannot be either of these cells. In fact, 7 can't be here and here in box 4, so it must be here. So this is 7, which means this cannot be 7. The rest of row 5 is 3, 4, and 5. This is 7. The rest of row 4 is 4, 5, and 6. So this can't be 6. The rest of row 2 is 5 and 8. Okay, so we should have what this is. We can add up what's left. We have 9 and 1, 10. 7, 9, and 3, which is 19. So that's 29. Plus 1 is 30. So obviously cannot add up to 32 with 3 other digits. So it'd have to be 48 at least. Can it be 64? 64 minus 30. Wait, is it 30? No, it's 30. Yeah, it's 30. So 191973. So 64 minus 30 would be 34. For 3 digits, it doesn't work. So it must be specifically 48 minus 30. So this adds up to 18. Right? Yeah. 48 minus 30 is 18. It could be 882. In fact, if it's 8, it has to be... it could be 6 and 4, too. 8 works with 6, 4. 8 works with 2, 8. 5 works with 8 and 5. So all of those actually kind of work. Okay. Oh, if it is 8, that forces this not to be 8, so this is 6, which would force this to be 8. So if it's 8, this has to be 8, and it's 2, which does work. If it's 5... Okay, this can't be 4 or 7. The remaining digits in column 7 have to be 2, 5, or 6. And this can't be 5 because of the 5 in the row. Okay. Oh, well, where is the 8? The 8 has to be here. So this is 8, which forces this to be 5. So this must be adding up to 13, right? 48 minus 35, because this is 5 now, is 13. So this must be 8 and 5. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 6. This can't be 5 here. This can't be 5 here. We have a 4, 5, 6 triplet, which eliminates 4, 5, and 6 in the rest of the column. So this is 7. That gives us 9 sevens. We have 9 nines. We have 8 eights, so we know where the last 8 has to be. It has to be here. We have 9 ones. I don't think we have that many twos. We have, well, in box 1, 3 can't be here and 3 can't be here, so 3 must be here, which means this can't be 3. This is 4. These can't be 4. This can't be 4. This is 5, which makes this 3. 4 cannot be any of these. 4 can't be here. Where is the 4 in row 1? It has to be here. So this is 4. This becomes 2 or 6, but it can't be 6 because of the 6 in the column. So this is 2, which makes this 4, which makes that 2. This can no longer be 2, so this must be 2 here. This can't be 5, so this is 6, which makes this 5, which makes this 2, which makes this 6. This 6 and 5 eliminate 5 and 6 here, so this is 4. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 6, which makes this 5, which makes that 4, 5, and 6. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, pretty interesting use of all the clues. It was very, very well done, actually. Yeah, the setting on this seems like it would be very difficult to make, but yeah, very well done. Nice job. Not much else to say about it because it just sort of, it flows from everything, right? It's basically that this was very restrictive. These two diagonals were very restrictive. And then everything else sort of flowed from that, right? Yeah. Not sure what else to say. Nice job. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.